And then now, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right.
No. Oh, and I can see you.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Oh, now I can see your face now.
Okay.
Now the presentation.
All right, we got some more people joining in. Hello. Hi. How's it going?
Hi.
Good.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Kyle Steele. You had the exploding whale story, right?
Yes, I did.
We really enjoyed it over here. That was actually one of the ones that we actually had a lot of debate about because we actually had to. That was one of the first ones we actually had to go back and actually Google and search up, and then we were like, oh, okay. And then we actually redid our scores after we actually read it and found some of the lore.
It's one of those that, yeah, in Oregon, a lot of people talk about it still. So.
And you did it all by yourself as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's really cool. What software did you use? Because I saw some stuff, so I was assuming maybe Procreate, but
Yeah, just Procreate.
okay, no, I respect that. I used to do Procreate back when I did webcomics. So anybody who uses that, trust me, I respect them because doing panels and stuff like that's hard.
Yeah, I follow like Clayton Henry, who does DC stuff, and he's always on Procreate doing his stuff. Like, well, if he could do it.
Okay, no, but like I said, I respect it. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties on the streaming side, so like I'm also kind of waiting for a couple people to get in. So we're gonna start at 6:10 if that's okay.
Sure.
All right, I'll just be over here working. And then also this is one of the other contestants, Mr. Lucas. He wrote another story that'll be featured in the anthology. And if you guys would like to talk or maybe converse, because you all do comics now, so yeah.
Well, I only did the drawings, but I didn't draw it. But yeah.
Hey, but that's still a big feat, though.
Well, probably. But I mean, seriously, working only in Procreate is crazy. Because it's maybe mainly for illustration. I don't know, because I used to work in Procreate at the beginning, but now I use Clip Studio, and it's only for like post processing.
Yeah.
I mainly draw like using pencil and a piece of paper, like traditionally. And then
I've been working to try and like streamline my process, and that's why I'm like, okay, I'm just trying to do everything Procreate for now. I mean, also I've switched like 3 different computers since I have like a full Adobe suite. So like it's still easier to letter in like Illustrator. But I mean, Procreate's definitely gotten better from when I started using it. And it's like, oh, you can't really do straight lines all the time or all this stuff. And it's like, okay, now it's getting somewhere close to usable. It's like I probably do 85% on that and have it to a level I'm happy with. But still not quite there.
I just can't find myself drawing digitally. I only can colorate it, but so
it was Michael Bendis like the first 2 comic classes he had at Portland State. And so it was one of those that's like for our final back in the day, you had to do it a 22-page comic. And the first year, I actually came across the kid I knew in high school at college, and we both were in like an art class together. Like, hey, we should do something. And I kind of suckered him into doing half of the work that I still had to finish up, and like the ending was just like me like literally doing like doodle sketches to finish it up. It was like, well, this is my final, and it was like nothing was great on the art. It was like more about the story. And then the second year I did it was just like, okay, like I tried to do something, but like about halfway through my project, I don't know, I was watching something else and another story came to mind, and I'm like, I'd rather do that. So it was like, it wasn't the greatest final.
The beginnings are always fun. But yeah, the stories also sometimes the main goal to present the story, and the drawings are less important sometimes.
Yeah.
I suppose.
No, it's funny because like right before I saw the posting for this, I was teaching like an adult comic book class, and so I was like the couple weeks before I was gathering up all the info I can, and out here in Portland they have right now it's called MoCA. It's the Museum of Cartoon Art, and I decided to go there because they currently have a spot, and then it was Brian Michael Bendis and Mike Oming were doing a panel on powers, and so it's like a lot of that was just like I happened to be there at the right time, and I got to talk to him. He's like, knew Brian as a teacher and Mike just around town, and so like they're talking like I don't know, like just doing that class, looking at a lot of comic art, like, well, I need to create something right now. So it was like, okay, I can do 8 pages.
Sometimes you just gotta do it.
Yeah.
The urge to tell a story. But yeah, I suppose in the US it's somehow easier to just start doing comics, I suppose.
It is and it isn't. I'm like the thing that sort of because I grew up in Oregon, but I grew up on the coast, and my aunt lives in like Milwaukee, Portland area, and she's the one who's like when I was in 5th grade, it's like Dark Horse Comics is just down the road from me, and that was like, wait, there's a place that makes comic books. I know where my aunt lives. Like that's an option for people. And so it was one that I, like, okay, if that's an option, then I'm gonna try and pursue it.
Man, please.
But yeah, no, it's one of those. It's like, I don't know. I feel like until someone tells you that can be a job,
yeah,
it doesn't really factor in people's heads. It's like that's something you can do. And so, like for me, it was definitely like, oh, like people make comic books, like you can do that.
Okay. And then, all right, that is.
It could be hard, but a dream job for many.
Yeah.
All right. I got it as good as I'm going to get it. Are you guys able to see my screen? Are you guys able to see my? Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Like I said, that I was fighting with it for a minute, but I wanted to tell you guys first and foremost, thank you for the work that you guys did and how you guys showed up and showed out. We put up the listing. I really didn't think I was gonna get what I got back, but I got back some really good comics, some really good stuff. When I showed the judges, I mean, we all were like, "Oh, okay." We knew we had something serious, and I did want to show you guys. This is your book. This is what you guys worked on. And you guys all will be getting a copy of this in the mail. Now that this is like the first draft, so I'm still ironing out some kinks and stuff. But it's gonna go live on March 31st, and then after that, it'll be for sale. And then going forward, I'll send you guys more stuff. But I did want you guys to see your book and see how it came out, um, and just yeah, like you guys really worked hard on this, and I'm really just proud of that. Just to say that you guys made an amazing book. But without further ado, we are going to get into the show, and then it's going to be like I said, not a lot of people are here, so we're just going to show off some stuff, show off some people's pages, and we're going to keep it pushing. All right. And then, all right. So, can you guys still see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And so I'll show you guys just a quick little template of all the stuff. These were all the submissions that we had today. We had the last war and a whole bunch of other things. So yeah. So yeah. And I just wanted to tell you guys, like, again, welcome and thank you for what you did. And we're going to get right into the show. So our first place award does go out to Mr. Marcello Bondi for his story, The Last War. He actually did come with the team, and I actually didn't realize who he was until he actually got into the submission, because he was actually one of the first creators, and he submitted 3 stories. And after doing a little bit of digging and going to his personal website, we were able to find out that he is it gonna? Let's see. Okay, cool. Yeah, that he's actually, like I said, he's a very big deal in Italy, and he does a lot of things. And then yeah, and this was his story. He submitted 3, and he submitted The Last War, which is the one you see right here, The Ripper, and then The Teeth in Waterloo. And we'll also show you some of the art for these stories. But yeah, this was what he submitted to the anthology. And the next place goes to Anderson Ramos de Silva. He made a story called Warbear, and this was actually one of my personal favorites. I really liked how just the art and everything. It was this really cool story and take on war and the futility of it. And I really like how they used the bears transforming as kind of a way to kind of convey that message. And like I said, I'm really excited for you guys to read it. It's one of my personal favorites. And if you want to follow them more, you can follow his Instagram right here. He doesn't really do too much, but he does say that he doesn't like being bothered, and he likes he doesn't like peacocks, and he likes his solitude. So make sure you follow my boy Andy Ichigo. He has, like I said, he has a lot of cool art, and he does a lot of cool things. So check him out when you get the chance. And then here's also Ruin. Man, I think it's Ruan. I'm sorry if I butcher your name, but this is him, and here's what a lot of his art. He was the writer for the story Warbear, and we'll be showing you some art, but also show him some love on Instagram as well. And then here is some of their art, and here's some of the art for Warbear. And yeah, like some of these were my favorite panels, or just some. And then this was actually one. I don't know why, but one of our judges, she said she really enjoyed this page for whatever reason. I don't understand why, but she did. She was like, "No, it's just I really like this one. I really like this one." And here's our third place award. It goes to Mr. Lendel Robinson. He created a story, W.O.R.L.E.Y, And this third place, we really like this story for its original take with the art and how he did it, because he uses a lot of cutouts and like different just like ways to tell his story. And even the story that he told, it was very interesting and kind of like deep. And one thing that I do want to also congratulate a lot of you guys on. I really congratulate you guys on how you tackled these stories, especially within the current kind of landscape of things politically, especially how a lot of them were about war or alluded to it. So I appreciate y'all for how y'all tackled those, and especially with the nuance and respect that they needed. But yeah, you can find him on Facebook. This is who he is. This is what he's got going on. Um, Again, this is some of the stuff he does in his free time, some of his art. Here is some of his pages from W.O.R.L.E.Y. This is what like I said, we really like this story, and he has really good art. And he just used a really good way of cutting out and using construction paper for some of the panels, and we really appreciated that. And then, all right, it's time for actually Mr. Lucas here. This is his story, Relief of Vienna. I know he said he only drew it, but he did a gosh darn good job of drawing it. We really appreciate it. As you can see, here's his Instagram. I think I put the link in the next one. No, I put your website, I think. But this is all, since you are here, we'll give you some time. We'll give you the floor. You have about 3 minutes to say what you got to say. I'm not going to rush you, but if you have anything you want to say about the project or the work that you did into it or what inspired you, you have the floor.
Like now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, frankly speaking, that was Martin Boschetti who told me that the contest was held, and I said, oh, okay, why not? And he presented the whole story. I only like drew it, like you said before, but I also changed some maybe panels or those shots. It it was pretty hard for me to work in a different style like I used to work maybe some on some projects that I do like every day, because I draw with pencil on paper, like I said, and then I ink it. But these pieces were done only with pencil. Nothing was inked, and then I tweaked it in a graphic program, and I suppose that's the thing about drawing it. Like I said before, I had some pretty tough times to work it, because I had bad time management, and it was like 3 projects simultaneously done. But I'm really happy that I did it, because it's a great story. It was his like Martin's idea, but it's a really great story. It's about battle at Vienna in 17th century, and it's maybe not so well known in America, I suppose, but in my country, it's one of the most important things. So it's also something patriotic about it, and I'm really greatly appreciate that it took fourth place in the contest.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. First off, I wanted to say I'm sorry if I've been butchering this title. I did not know that's how you say it. Can you repeat? It's Vienna.
I suppose it's Vienna, but I really don't know how to correctly pronounce it. It's
Well, I'm gonna take your word for it because
in Austria.
I've been saying Vienna and I feel very American. So I am gonna.
Maybe it's Vienna. Maybe I spell it wrongly.
But this is really good. And one of the things I didn't know you drew this by hand, because I was actually gonna ask how did you get like the brown effect on the paper. But like,
The brown effect is made in a graphic program later, but it was like 3 minutes before I sent it that I thought maybe I should add something, and then it clicked.
yeah, I really liked it, and I also just it helps like just the flow of the book because it feels more like reading like a storybook or something. And like I said, once we
Mhm.
like looked at it, it stood out amongst everything. And you actually tied with Whirly. And if you'd like, we can I can actually show you guys our grading scale on how we scored it. But yeah, you
Mhm.
tied out with him, and it then the tie came down to because we based it on art, story, theme, originality, and I think production quality. And then I think
Mhm.
Whirly caught you at the end. It was like 1918 on theme.
Mhm.
But yeah, you guys really put up a fight, and I was fighting for this one. I was fighting, like I said, I had a couple that I was like, I like this one. I want to see it. I hope this makes it. We were fighting for it, and yeah, we like I said, we really appreciate it, and you did really good, like really really well.
Thank you so much.
All right, and do you have anything else? Any social medias? Any projects you want to plug? Anything else like that?
Well, I mainly do some projects that are on the Polish market, and this is like the first one that will be published overseas. So
Oh,
I'm very happy and very excited.
oh wow, dude! To be hey, that's a big thing. I'm not even published overseas, so yeah, that's a pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing. All right, man.
So I don't know, those projects that I do is well not translated, so it would be hard for anybody to read it.
Hey, no, I totally understand. I totally understand. Well, thank you for your time. And is there anything else you want to add before we head on to the next guy?
Maybe maybe later. Now it's let's go for another contestant.
All right, no problem, no problem. All right, and everybody, that was Mr. Lucas with his story, Battle of Vienna, and it was really good. And that was our fourth place winner. So now we're gonna get into our runners ups and who came in and the other great stories that we had. So this is Time to Go by Claudio Girardo. And he wanted me to let you guys know that one of the things that really shaped his story was things like Frank Miller's Sin City or like things like Magnolia. And you can really tell because when you go to his website, you can actually see you can really see those inspirations in his style, such as just how he draws and how he handles things. But he really wanted to show that, and he wanted his inspiration to come from his like his meditations on PTSD and trauma. And he said that he really wanted to get into the psyche of John Wilkes Booth because there was a lot of times where soldiers would kill people, and they would talk about their PTSD. So he wanted to know, well, what did he feel when he did that, and and it was very cool because the twist at the end and just how he told the story was very good. And then again, here's some of the art for this story. It's very good. It's very eerie, and yeah, this is Time to Go, and we hope you guys enjoy it. And this is another story in our that's going to be in the anthology. And then we're going to go on to last but not least, Mr. Kyle Steele for the true story of the exploding whale. And I'm not gonna lie, I love this. I love the title. It's very funny. Here's his blue sky. Just so you guys can follow him, give him some love. And my man's out here working hard, doing what he has to do. I really love the Superman profile picture as well. So just keep doing what you're doing, man, and keep going. And we're gonna show off some of your art, of course. And then now is the time to say what you got to say and tell the people about yourself.
Yeah, my name's Kyle. Grew up in Oregon. So like they're just weird stories about Oregon. One of them is the fact that in 1970 we blew up a beached whale because in Oregon all the beaches are public because we put them under the highway department. So when there was a beach whale, these people who are in charge of roads had no clue what to do, so they decided we're just going to blow it up. And they used 21 cases of dynamite to do it. And it's always been to me, it's like, well, why did they do it? And so I decided that it was filled with Cthulhu eggs,
Okay.
and that's why you had to blow it up completely. It happened in Florence, Oregon, which is known for that, and it is where Frank Herbert came up with the idea for Dune, because
Oh.
there's humongous sand dunes that like always look like it's just going to swallow the whole town. So it's one of those crazy weird things that you drive by and like, oh, this is known for exploding whale and sandworms. So as for the actual comic, I drew it all in Procreate just because it was just trying something different than I've been normally doing, and also set it on the beach so I didn't have to draw a ton of background.
That's
So
smart. That's very smart.
um but yeah, it was one of those like I've been looking at. I did a comic book class, and it was like the origin of comics. I've been looking at all these great creators, Kirby, Eisner, like all these different creators. I'm like, oh, I need to make something. I can't look at these guys for that long and not want to do something.
Wow, okay.
So that was sort of my reason for joining the this anthology.
Oh man, dude, we appreciate that. And like I said, you did. This is a very good story. It's very interesting, and like you handled it. You did yourself, man. You did your thing. We really appreciate it. And like I
And
said,
then yeah, also YouTube Exploding Whale, and you can watch the actual video.
really?
Because yep, KATU filmed it in 1970, and then like about every year on the year when it happened, they redo it, they put it on TV. So
Oh man. Okay. Cool. Cool. Do you have anything else that you want to share with the people, or?
no, that's about it. I mean, like I'm excited to see the book. It looks great. It looks like a lot of crazy fun stories. So I think I'm excited to be part of this.
Uh,
So
Hey, thank you. No problem. No problem. Well, we are coming to the end, so now this is where I get into the kind of the boring publisher stuff, but we gotta hear it. We gotta handle it. So again, thank you guys for being a part of Twisted History. You guys really showed up. You showed out. And I mean, this is run by me and three of my friends, We're just trying to get comic books out there. And one of the things is, like you were saying earlier, you don't really know you can do comics until somebody points you in that direction and kind of shows you. So we want to kind of be like that beacon or that lighthouse to where it's like you can come here and you can publish our story, publish your stories. And with that being said, since you guys were with the group of you guys were our first group of published authors going forward, we want to let you guys know that you are our founders and that matters a lot to us. So if you ever have stories in the future that you want to publish, you can come back, we can talk, we can work out a deal, and we can go forward. We're rolling out publishing plans in the future. But again, like I said, you guys, you showed up, showed out, so you'll be with the first to know. And like, if you guys, whether it's a series or another one shot or even at your own anthology, you can come over here and we can make it work. And then also going forward with the book, you guys will be getting a copy once it goes live on March 31st. Uh, that's like I said, that's when it goes live. But I'll also be providing you guys, because personally I feel you deserve you shouldn't have to pay retail price for a book that you worked on. So what we're gonna be doing is we'll also be providing you with purchase links for yourself, and you'll be able to get the book at a wholesale discount. So it'll be slightly above print cost for the book, but it'll be much cheaper than retail. The book's gonna retail for 30, but like depending on how the thing works out, it hasn't gone live yet, so pricing is still kind of variable right now. But like once it goes live, the price of the book it shouldn't be more than 15. But like again, I'll let you guys know. And then whatever you do with that link, that's your discretion. Hey, so I'm just letting you know. But yeah, I'll be sending that out, and I'll be asking you all for some mailing information, and you'll also all be getting PDFs of the book as well. But yeah, 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 and that's about it for us. I just wanted to say thank you. I'm really appreciative. I hope I could have made this anthology really simple, really smooth for as much people, because this is my first time doing this. So I just hope that y'all had a fun time and that going forward, y'all make a whole bunch more great comics, and that I see y'all all at the Eisners one day. So, but yeah, that's me. I'm Steve with Simple But Complex. If, like I said, if you want to reach out for any more comics or help with publishing comics or just knowing what to do next, reach out to me. You guys got my contact. I'll answer. I'll be as attentive as I can. And thank you for showing up because I know you guys got stuff to do. So thank you. And if you guys had anything else you want to add, you're more than welcome to, or we can forever hold our peace.
Yep, just thank you.
It's no problem. All right, and then
Yeah, I would also like to thank you very much for the whole project and the whole anthology idea.
oh yeah, it's
that
no
came up.
Oh yeah, it's no problem. And Lucas as well. Like if you ever want to again reach out, if you have a story you want to publish, I might not. We can do something. I can at least maybe you can at least maybe send me the script, and I can have somebody translate it to English. Help you at least out with that, so you can have two markets you want. But like I said, you're a founder now, so we'll be working out publishing pack. We'll be sending out publishing packages, and once you see that, you guys will get a little bit of a better idea. So once you see that, you can hop on. Or if you say, hey man, I got this story, I want to work on it, hit me up. Like, yeah, we'll work on it. We'll discuss pricing and everything, and yeah, we'll be good.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
Thanks in advance.
What was that?
Thanks in advance.
Yeah, it's no problem. But yeah, that was it. And if that's it, I'm gonna let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And thank you. And like I said, I'll be emailing you soon with your copies of the book. But thank y'all.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
Y'all have a nice night.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.